Right. So today we're going to do a deep dive into being alone,
Right.
but with a bit of a twist.
Okay.
We're not focusing on the downsides or anything.
Right.
We're going to jump right into the good stuff. And that is reframing solitude
Like it.
as empowerment for you.
Yeah.
So not something that you just endure or have to get through, but as a powerhouse to help you grow and become better.
Absolutely.
And we have some really interesting sources here that talk about exactly how to do that mental shift.
It's a good one.
So
yeah, no, this is a fun topic.
So to kick things off, maybe we can talk about self-sufficiency.
Okay.
And the material really points out that true empowerment comes from
knowing
that you can rely on yourself and actually enjoying your own company.
Yeah.
And that builds a deep confidence.
Absolutely.
So it actually turns being alone into a positive experience for you.
Yeah. And it's about actively engaging with the solitude.
Yeah.
Not just passively, sitting there and enduring it.
Okay.
It's think about traveling solo.
Right.
You're navigating new situations.
You have to make every decision on your own.
Yeah, exactly. You're making all the decisions.
Yeah.
Or even just taking responsibility for your own well-being.
Right.
Those actions really build a sense of inner reliance.
Yeah.
And think about that for a second. How, needing constant external approval impacts your confidence.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It's huge.
So it seems like that self-reliance kind of naturally leads into
It does.
developing a stronger sense of purpose.
Yes.
And the sources talk about how when you have that quiet, uninterrupted time, you can really connect with what truly matters to you without all the outside pressures.
Absolutely.
So it's like a chance to define your own values
Yeah.
and set your own goals that are meaningful to you.
Totally. And that uninterrupted space for your own thoughts.
Right.
I mean, when do we truly get that chance?
Yeah. That's so true.
Solitude offers that,
Yeah.
So reflecting on your passions or setting personal or professional goals,
Right.
those become way more authentic when they come from your own internal compass.
Right.
Rather than just what other people expect of you.
Yeah. And then here's where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
How being comfortable in your own presence
Yes.
can actually strengthen your emotional resilience.
Totally.
So solitude becomes this space where you can process your feelings, work through things, and just cultivate an inner sense of calm.
It's like building your own internal sanctuary.
That's a good way to put it.
And practices like mindfulness,
Right.
being present in the moment, or even just practicing self-compassion.
Okay.
During those quiet times, those become really effective tools
Yeah.
for developing your own ways of coping with life's challenges,
Right.
drawing on that inner strength.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, let's look at celebrating your independence, because the sources talk about how the ability to thrive on your own terms, which comes from embracing solitude, is a huge strength.
It is.
And that self-sufficiency that you build
Yeah.
really gives you confidence in what you can achieve on your own
Totally.
without anyone else.
And what I find fascinating is how it's reframed.
Okay.
It's not seen as, being alone, being a lack of connection, but it's a powerful form of self-connection.
I like that.
So taking yourself out on a solo date
Right.
or, establishing your own traditions.
Yeah.
Those are acts of self-affirmation and celebrating your own journey
Right.
and your own accomplishments.
So it seems like the key takeaway here is really changing how you view solitude.
So
And it's not something to avoid.
Yeah.
It's not something to just get through.
Right.
But it's a real opportunity
Totally.
for your own growth and to become more self-aware and resilient.
Absolutely. And by intentionally shifting your perspective and actively using that alone time, you can tap into a really significant source of personal power
Okay.
and inner strength.
So here's a thought.
Okay.
Even if it's just for a few minutes each day,
Yeah.
how could creating some alone time unlock a greater sense of your own personal power and direction in your life?
That's a good question.
It is. Give it some thought and join us next time for another deep dive.
Sounds good.
Okay, see ya.
All right.